What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match in Barcelona draw 0-0 with Getafe. Barcelona have been on an absolutely terrible streak over the past few games. 3 games, no goals, and back-to-back 0-0 results in the league. It's just the same. I was honestly considering just copying and pasting my match review for the Girona match last week. Exactly the same thing. No desire, no passion, no motivation, and no intensity from the squad today whatsoever. Now, the starting line for this match is on the screen. It was Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Roberto, Araujo, Kounde, and Alejandro Balde. Midfield 3 of Busquets, Kessie, and Xavi, and a front 3 of Raphinha, Lewandowski, and Jordi Alba. It was actually Alejandro Balde playing on the left wing, and then of course Roberto came off injured very early. Eric Garcia came in, played right back for a bit, and then Kounde ended up going out there, and then it was Araujo and Eric Garcia as a center back partnership. This game was just dead, man. I mean, madre mia jode. I almost fell asleep. Like, I don't even know what to say because this has been the same thing consistently, but not scoring in your last no goals in the last 3 games for Barcelona is mad. The only positive, I have 2 positives from today. One is keeping a clean sheet. I think now Ter Stegen has secured the Zamora trophy, so we didn't concede. That's, will look good on our record. Secondly, Araujo. I thought Araujo was man of the match for Barcelona. I thought he played fantastically well. He went forward. He was defending backwards. He had a little bit of a mistake there at the end of the game, which Borja Mayoral missed completely. And honestly, I think both teams had big chances. I think Getafe in the first few minutes had a chance, and the Borja Mayoral one at the end. Barcelona, I think Lewandowski had a header that went wide, and of course, when we hit the post twice with Raphinha, and then Alejandro Balde. Apart from that, the game was dead. Absolutely dead. And a lot of people now are starting to think, we're only 11 points clear at the top of La Liga. We have a big run of games coming up. Atletico, Rayo Vallecano, Osasuna, Betis, 4 big, huge games for Barcelona. I'm not really worried. I'm not worried yet. I think if we drop points against Atletico Madrid, then I would get worried. That's when I'd be like, the double-digit lead is gone. If we still maintain our double-digit lead, I think we'll still cruise to the league. But the fact that it's slowly winding down is crazy. If, Villarreal did not beat Real Madrid, where would we be right now? We'd be, I think, 9 points clear only? Then I start to be worrying. Then you have Atletico Madrid and everything like that. Nonetheless, I think this team is just riding out the rest of the season. That's what it looks like to me. They got knocked out of the cup. They have no desire. There's no more, passion or fight anymore. The team's just, last 10 games, just go through the motions, win this league, and then go celebrate. The next season we go again. That's the feeling I get from this team. And honestly, that's what they're portraying on the pitch. Is absolutely dead. I think, Kounde had a decent game today. I think Garcia put in a shift. I think Balde played well. Jordi Alba was dead. His crossing was absolutely poor. Xavi just never got on the ball. Kessie's touches were absolutely dreadful. His turns were poor. Busquets did a job. Lewandowski was not clinical again. Raphinha should have scored that chance. Apart from that, he was dead. Even the subs as well. I think Balde was alright, to be fair, especially when he went back to left back. And Fran Ansu had no time to really impact the game. Pablo Torre came in, took 2 free kicks, and dipped essentially. It's just so lackluster, so null, and it's just you can't do anything about it. Xavi tried to do something different today. He had the right back kind of inverted to make a double pivot in the middle. He then went to a 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2 when he brought on Fran Ansu and took off Kessie to sacrifice the midfielder. There's been this big excuse about the long grass today as well, which, does play a factor, but it shouldn't be an excuse in my opinion. Apparently, Getafe had the grass very long to the absolute maximum they could have it. Of course, the ball moves slowly, players can trip more often, all that sort of stuff. So a lot of teams do that against Barcelona to slow down our play, which today worked out well for Getafe. I think this team needs a wake-up call in the sense that I think someone, whether it's a Barcelona fan or the president, just goes around, just slaps everyone in the face, so wakes them up, including Xavi as well, because you know what, Xavi, the fact that he only made 3 subs today is, again, disgusting. Didn't make his first sub, I think, till the 68th minute, something like that, then brought on Pablo Torre, 85th minute. What the fuck you want Pablo Torre to do in 4 minutes? It's Xavi's decision makings in his in-game management today is still, for me, absolutely dreadful, and I've seen no signs of improvement on that whatsoever. And I think now we're getting to squeaky bum time. We got 9 games left. We need to clinch this league. I think we need now 6 wins to clinch this league title. and we have to get that as soon as possible. Let's just get the wins, play very, very hard, push for the next few weeks, and then you can go through the motions. I don't care, but doing the motions now just shows how much that Copa del Rey exit to Madrid affected this team. It really hit them that hard. We saw that on the night it hit them hard, but how the effects are still rolling in 2 weeks later is astonishing. I think going forward, we've also been dreadful as well. Since there's no Pedri, there's absolutely no creativity in that midfield, and I think the way we can get that creativity is to start Pablo Torre. But of course, Pablo Torre is the same story as Ricky Puig, same story as Gareth Alenia a few years ago. Great midfielder that looks great, never gets played. Pablo Torre gets shipped out on loan next season. He'll come back the next summer after that, and we'll probably sell him. That's how it's going to be with Pablo Torre, unless there's some jaw-dropping improvement. Next week against Atletico Madrid, it is reported that Pedri and Frenkie de Jong will be fit, so we might be back. We might have our best players back, and we're going to be playing scintillating football. You can't keep using the injuries as an excuse, in my opinion, and it's come to that point where you realize that the squad depth is there, but the squad quality isn't there. You lose, 5 of your best players, and the quality shows. I think Kessie hasn't been that great recently, and again, his name is being touted about being sold. I think Jordi Alba hasn't been that great. I think Raphinha, Varane, and Ansu have all been very, very poor over the recent matches, and it's just, I think it comes down to the players on the pitch, but also Xavi's decision making as well. I'm absolutely shocked that he did not start Varane and Ansu together against Girona. I think that would have been way different. They both scored against Elche, and they both dropped the next game for Real Madrid, which is understandable. But I think playing both, of course, Varane more naturally on the right hand side, Ansu more natural on the left hand side, with Lewandowski up top can make an impact. I think Raphinha has gotten his chance. He's been not poor today, but just average yet again. We need something extra. And again, it's just all comes down to Xavi. This man just keeps not making the right decision whatsoever. He keeps picking the a decent lineup, and then when he knows his end game is not working, he just sticks by it. I don't understand why he does not make any changes. 3 substitutions when you have 5 substitutions. He makes 2 subs in the 70th minute, 1 in the 84th minute. How are they going to have an impact like that? I think if halftime, you bring on Ansu Fati for Jordi Alba straight away, give him time, then integrate Ferran Torres or vice versa. You have to give these players, time to adapt to the game and adapt to the rhythm of the match. You can't just they need at least, coming off the bench, you need at least a few minutes to get into the game. Of course, subs can score for a second, stuff like that, but 95% of the time, they need time to get into the game, and it's just dead, man. We're just so dead at the moment. Again, we're not losing, but it's just, it feels like we are losing because we're not losing, but we're playing absolutely dead football. I think this is probably the most boringest game, if boringest is a word, boringest game of the season. Of course, I think we've had worse performances than this, but this has been the most boring game of the season. There is nothing happening whatsoever. Barcelona go forward, and you just know they're going to do absolutely fuck all. So we'll see this one on the chin. Again, another week off. I think, Xavi gave the squad 3 days off last week. Didn't bode well for them. I want to see them training every single week this week. Add the big push in the league where we need to get points at this stage of the season. Like, you cannot be giving up your lead this easily. We could have been 18 points clear 2 weeks ago, and now all of a sudden we're only 11 points clear. So squad needs to shape up, the players, the coaching staff, and literally everybody. But again, it's just another dull performance, and it's just hopefully some signs from the board side, Mateo Aleman, Jordi Cruyff, Rafael Lustre, and Juan Laporta, of where the holes are in this team. You're thinking right back, you're thinking another forward, you're thinking of a creative midfielder, all these things that hopefully we fill the gaps in the summer, and that'll give us the improvement for this upcoming season. I do think if we beat Real Madrid, or we at least qualify to the Copa del Rey final, the past 2 results wouldn't have happened whatsoever. But again, the most important thing to realize is that the mentality of this team is still absolutely shite. How do you change that? I think the first thing you do is get rid of a lot of the veterans. I think Roberto, again, he's going to be out for the rest of the season. Roberto, what's the point of renewing his contract? The man picks up a big injury at the beginning of the season always, comes back for a month or 2, gets a goal, renews his contract, then he's out for the rest of the season again. Players like Marcos Alonso you got to get rid of. I think even, Jordi Alba, Busquets, and then you bring in new young talent. And it's just like, you have, Casado on the bench, Gaido on the bench. You have Estañez doing well for Barcelona B. Why not give these players the opportunity? Like, I'm watching goddamn Jordi Alba playing at left wing at this point. You're telling me Jordi Alba at left wing is better than Lamine Yamal, Estañez, whoever else there may be. I think Xavi now at this point in the season as well should be, trying to give the youth some minutes as well. But Wait and see. I'm just so bored of this game and sick and tired of talking about this nonsense. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments down below. What do you think about Barcelona? What's the impact? And again, the second part of the season, you could say, then a new season will start this upcoming Sunday, 24 hours from now, when we face Atletico Madrid, who are probably right now the most informed team in the league, at home, where we need nothing but the 3 points. So we'll go from there. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash a like and, of course, subscribe down below and leave me your thoughts down in the comments below as well. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.